And welcome back, everyone, to the adventures of the Stradava, the Good, the Bad, and the Undead, Part 2. So, as we left off, the battle continues. Arden Cathexis calls for divine aid, divine intervention, and draws the ire of his god. Tempest chastises the cleric for calling in help while having the upper hand, the audacity. Uh, thus incapacitating Corvash, his ally, and reinvigorating Agesha's team, even seemingly restoring their foul-mouthed ranger Haben to his unlife. During the fray, Liston is cut in half by Mockney, but a fortunate surge of wild magic reincarnates him into a slightly different half or high elf instead of a half high elf. Manasa is slain by Agesha, if I remember correctly. I think that was right?
Yeah, I was killed.
But Arden slides in to revivify her, but is soon after disintegrated himself. Mockney, having pinned Liston down in a difficult situation, is sniped by Galavar. Liston lifts Katya's enchantment holding meat. As pieces are being taken off the board, nothing is certain while the battle still rages.
Yeah, Mockney cut the human out of me.
Yeah.
He slap chop you into a a different genome.
I still think it's so funny that it's so close to your original. You can just kind of barely tell the difference.
Yeah, you got lucky there. You could have come back as anything.
Made the outside match the inside.
Now you're as pompous on the outside as you are on the inside. Are we supposed to be on the different battle map? I'm seeing big map.
Yes. How about now?
Yay.
I was just looking at to make sure I had everything set up correctly. Oh, I forgot. Katya is supposed to roll wild magic at the beginning of each turn. Sunvara is standing in Greece. And I think that's all the outstanding magical effects. We've got a null himbo swarm and a summoned constrictor on the board as well.
Who's that? Who's that? It's that dead guy.
That was one of the Thayan knights that Katya had control over.
Okay.
Well, so it is Katya's turn. Katya is going to look at Manasa.
Did Katya just roll a 42 on the wild magic? Or is that
Oh no, that was for something else.
Oh.
Let me do that. She got a 68. So close. Not nice enough.
Do.
Next time.
That's funny. She is she looks back to Agesha for guidance, and all of a sudden she just screams and she turns around and kind of recoils from it and shakes her head and starts casting a spell at Manasa.
Can I see it from here? Oh, I think.
Yes. You can, if you'd like, you can roll a. Well, I guess it's Arcana, so you don't really have to roll. 115 feet? Yeah. She's casting Dominate Monster.
I'm all out of sorcery points, so I cannot counterspell.
Manasa, I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw.
I'm not a monster.
Everything is a monster.
Oh, okay.
Dominate Monster is Dominate Human on steroids.
Oh.
I think it says creature in the text.
Yes, I believe you're
So,
right.
yeah, just everything.
I think it still might not work on undead and. Well, maybe it does, or maybe it's just not constructs.
Oh, I think that's good. Yeah, that makes sense.
Pretty good wisdom save.
That is pretty good. I'm gonna say that is successful. You feel your mind being ensorcelled, but you shrug it off. As Kakia does this weird thing where she kind of circles around Ageja.
She rolls psychosis on the. Oh,
Something definitely wrong with
she's
it.
scared of Ageisha.
She seems to be paying more attention to him than she is to anybody else.
Wait, what was
Um,
with him?
She's afraid of him. She can't get any closer to him, so she's circling around him.
Wild magic.
I know what that looks like because I've had to do it many times.
And it is. Let's see. That guy's dead. I think
It's Argyl's turn.
it is Urkel's turn. I think Ageja's out of legendary actions for the turn. All right, Argyle. What do?
I'm gonna yell or gesture to the swarm to start going after Ageja. They're gonna start climbing.
Let's see. They got 30-foot movement speed. Yeah. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
10.
Give me an athletics check. They got 50 feet more speed, so they'll almost be at the top if they pass this athletics check.
Okay. Bam. There you go.
Let's see. Rolled a 10. They have a 13. Yeah. So they're 5 feet away from the top as they all start swarming up the cliff.
Cool.
So I'm gonna put them right there. All right. What about Snake?
Good question. What is Snake gonna do? I'll just have Snake kind of stick around, meet Manasa in a defensive way.
Copy that.
And then I'm gonna start heading towards Ageja.
Okay.
That's 40 feet. I'm gonna double move. How far can I get?
Well, let's see. So you climb at half speed, and the wall's 30 feet tall. So you probably, 5, 10, 15, 20. I'd say maybe you could get 10 feet up the wall.
10 feet up. Okay. Okay. We'll just call that 10 feet.
Sounds good. I'm gonna say. Just put little markers to remind myself.
The
There we go.
Celestial Torchlight, is Korvash the only one we still have left?
That's affirmative. He's the only one on the board.
Oh boy.
Is he still incapacitated?
He is. He seems to be unresponsive, tied to a giant sword that's sticking out of the ground.
Is
It
his
is-
turn doing anything?
Ageja's turn. Actually, need to roll something. Uh-oh. Did I not make a token? Well, doo-doo. I meant to make a token for somebody. I gotta find something similar. All right. Here, I'm gonna use the ferryman for now.
No, not the ferryman.
What was our girl's initiative? Okay, got it. Okay, it is Gesher's turn. Sorry about that. Hmm. What'd he do? He's going to cast a spell. And, listen, you recognize it as a greater invisibility.
Oh, okay. Can I use my reaction to tell Galavar? Or shot it?
Sure.
Alright, I'll do that. Galavar, he's going invisible.
And he backs up to there.
Nice.
I'm running out of map.
I can still see him.
Galavar, it is your
I
turn.
mean, if he made himself invisible, we can all see him still. Like, he isn't invisible to us on the map.
Yeah, I know. It's because he hasn't hidden, so you technically know where he is, but you can't see him. You can see all the dust he's kicking up.
It's very obvious where he is, basically.
Galavar, what would you like
I'm going to stand up, and then I'm going to just fire 2 shots off at Ageja.
Okay.
And I think last time we were in... Yeah, I'm out of Undead Slayers. That's right. Okay.
That's a miss.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
That is also going to be a miss. Do you have advantage?
Yeah, with my demon form right now.
Yes. Let's see.
And I can see invisibility.
Yeah, so that's a hit.
Okay. So 28, because he's still my oath. And then we're going to lay back down. Woo! I'm going to also wink at the guy with the robe.
Yeah, but
Jeez.
he is
7, 8.
still up. But he's no
Oh,
longer
you got
invisible.
Robo.
What's that?
You're a robo a little bit.
Oh, no, you guys are Robo too.
I think the discs are ran out.
Oh no.
Oh, the Discord's
Uh-oh.
messing up.
Yeah, Discord.
Alright, I'm back to 66.
Alright, hold on.
Oh,
How do I change the
Right click on the voice channel, and I think there's an option to like change it inside there. Let's see.
mm,
Edit channel. Oh, I think you did it.
How about now?
Yeah, it's good.
Yay! We are West Coast now.
Sweet.
West Side. All right, so
Does you mean left coast?
left coast. Yeah, so he goes invisible. Galavar shoots him. You guys see an arrow fly through the air and hit him, and he spins a bit and becomes visible again. Galavar,
Oh, that's where he is.
ender of concentrations.
Except for Kakia.
It is Meat's turn.
Okay. Well now, what do I have here? Been trying to come up with a good thing. Were we still deciding that potions were a bonus action?
Healing potions are, yeah.
Yeah, healing potions. Meat's gonna down a superior healing potion. How
Okay,
many
sounds
dice is that?
Is that
Superior. 8d4 plus 8.
Alright. So let's see. 8d4 plus 8. Ooh. Bloop. Bloop. Oh, God.
Oh no. So
Well,
24?
Yeah, 24. Alright. My number is not so nice anymore then. Alright. So I'm up to... There we go. Bonus action. Okay, how tall did you say that wall was?
30 feet.
Okay. With Meat's very muscular legs, how how far do you think he'd be able to make it up?
Well, it would be 60 feet to get all the way to the top of your speed, or 60 feet of your speed to get all the way to the top.
Okay.
As long as you roll an athletics check, which I'm sure you'll probably pass.
Okay. See, and I just used 20 feet, I think, to get over to here.
Oh yeah, by the way, make a dex save.
Ah, yes.
All right, that's good enough. You don't slip on the grease.
Okay, so if I've used up 20 feet of movement, then I'd only be able to make it 40 feet worth of the 60 up the wall. If I pass the check.
With a
So
yeah,
you'd be 20 feet up.
yeah. Yep.
All right. Take stop an action. Okay. I can't move my hex because that's a bonus action. Okay. Well, if I'm climbing a wall, I can't really prepare an action to like wipe a sword or something, right?
Yeah, you could.
Okay. So in case something from the top pokes its head over the ledge or something, like.
Well, you do have a two-handed sword, so
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah.
thinking. I don't know, maybe a hand axe.
Okay. Fair enough.
Like he's climbing the wall with a hand axe in his mouth. Yeah, so that'll be my turn then.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I like that visual.
Yeah,
And it's
climbing the
playing-
wall with an axe in his mouth, like.
Playing the Pirates of the Caribbean, and you've got a hand axe in your mouth, and you're climbing something. It's kind of fitting.
Yeah, I wish I was inspired, but that's like strictly coincidental.
Galavar, did you go prone at the end of your last turn?
Yeah, I winked at that guy while I was going prone.
Okay, so like after you shot a Geja, you went prone again.
Yeah, I stood up, I shot twice, and then went prone.
Gotcha. That dude runs in, 120 feet again. Actually, he doesn't make it the whole 120. I think he just goes. So Haben, the foul-mouthed skeletal ranger, runs back in, sliding in, arcing his bow up and over. He's gonna shoot at. Let's see. Gotta actually find a spell. There we go. Okay, he's now only 30 feet off the map. He's gonna arc up his bow and he's going to shoot an arrow at Manasa. And he's gonna yell something like "Psych!" "Psych, suckers!" That's a 32. I think that hits. The first one deals 42 damage. And the second one deals, second one's a 27 and deals 11 damage.
Wait, who's this aimed at?
Me,
Manasa. It is now, let's see, it's Gesha's lair action. Oof. Nothing seems to happen. Actually, nope. Nope, nothing seems to happen. Listen, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm going to cast Dispel Magic on I'm drawing a blank. Corvash.
Oh, okay.
Because he said he's tied to a magical sword.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to dispel that.
Okay, roll an intelligence check.
I'm gonna do it at 5th level.
Oh, okay. Roll an intelligence check.
Okay. And then wild magic.
Ooh.
Do I still do the wild magic if I?
Yes, you do.
Discord is or not Discord. There we go.
64. Good number. All right, 1 second. A poof of fog. Were you there when you cast it, or were you back here?
I would have probably moved like one space up, cast it on him, or because I couldn't see past this pillar.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah. A poof of fog appears where Liston was standing, and then Liston runs out of it.
And yeah, I think that's gonna be my turn.
Got it. There is a
Oh, sorry. Bonus action, greater healing potion.
okay. Yeah, go for it. there is a sound that is like a low, um, it's like the THX noise, as somebody appears to, like a black sludge coming out of the ground, goes like that, and comes out of the ground, and you see, not the ferryman, you see a man, human, uh, completely shaved head, uh, dark skin, very serious looking guy in a very strangely plain robe, like something that just like I don't know, you would see like a friar wear or something. It's something like really uh, it looks like a new robe, but it's extremely plain. Um, and he's standing there and he looks around, he raises an eyebrow, and he seems to be holding something, and he kind of just flicks it off to the side as it clatters to the ground. Just looks like a stone. And Katya, uh, Katya looks at him, Ageja looks at him. Ageja looks as surprised as a lich might be able to look. As his head kind of snaps in that direction. And Katya kind of says, she says, Kazim, how? And he says, I don't know. Are all these targets? And she says, yeah, they're all enemies. He says, very well. And it's Manasa's turn.
I am level 20, so I can pretty much wild shape anything I want, right?
Anything CR1 or lower?
CR1?
One.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Owlbear.
Unless you want to use the polymorph spell.
No. So how do I look up what's CR1?
Well, probably can't do it on Roll20. But on D&D Beyond, you should be able to sort by CR. You just go to Beasts.
Do I have to be signed in?
I don't know. Not usually, I don't think. Not for the free stuff. Go to Compendium at the top. And then Game Rules at the top. Higher. And then go to the right where it says Monsters. Just to the right, right there. And then click on Beast. And then sort by CR. No, to the left. That's your right. Go down. Left. That. And then you can scroll down.
Can I sort by... Can't sort by hit points. Lots of...
Brown bear is generally the highest.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn into a brown bear
Okay.
as my bonus action for my wild shape.
Well, that actually takes you an action.
Wild shape isn't action?
It's only a bonus action for land druids. I'm sorry, it's only a bonus
druids.
action for moon druids. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. Alright, I'm gonna cast Heal on Sunvara,
Ooh.
and then I'm going to, and it's a level 7 heal, so that should be 80 hit points you can get back, Sunvara.
I'm in
Is that-
danger.
Oh, it actually just gives the flat amount.
Yeah. Heal is the one thing that gives a flat amount, so you get 80.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying like 80 potential health points. I'm like, oh boy, do I have some bad rolls for you.
Nope, you just get 80 hit points. For myself,
Yeah.
as a bonus action, I'm going to drink a regular healing potion, which is all I have. I don't have higher, but
Already?
You're gonna get cover.
What's a regular one? Is that
Yes.
2d4 plus 4?
2d4 plus 2.
Plus 2.
Thank you, Manene.
okay, so I get 7 hit points back for myself. And yeah, I am going to hide behind the snake. It's a big snake, right?
It is a big snake. Kakia is going to move that direction. And you see her cast a spell, but hold it.
Oh, did she not do? Is she not scared anymore?
She is not. She
Okay.
seems to have gotten over it. It only lasted until her next turn.
Ah.
It is Argyl's turn.
Yes. Phew. Guys, who should I go for?
I feel like distracting anyone at this point would be like whoever you can reach.
Okay.
Let your rage be your guide.
Yeah, I'm gonna continue to have the himbos. How far up the wall were they? I know I was 10 feet.
They had 5 feet to go, so they can get up there plus have like 20 more feet of their normal movement.
Okay. Is that close enough to attack? Should be right.
It is, yeah.
Then I'm gonna have them attack a Geja then.
Okay.
Do I need to do that from their sheet? I forgot.
You can roll it from your sheet, and I'll just figure it out. They have a +5 to hit.
Gotcha. Do I do the radius attack for that? or-
Anything, just roll a d20.
Oh,
Anything
D20.
with the d20.
Gotcha. Also, they changed the fuck. I have the weird new layout for D20 for roll 20 now. Okay.
The rolls are on the bottom. Yeah. Oh, they rolled a 1.
Wow, that sucks ass.
You see them start to dogpile a Geja.
It was like like a Looney Tunes thing where they all jump and he just slips out the side and they're all just beating each other up in the dog pile.
There's a cartoon cloud with
Yeah.
like arms and legs flying out of it and shit.
Hyena noises. Just
He's going to use a legendary action to, yeah, he's going to Shocking Grasp one of the gnolls.
No.
Yeah, that works. 18 damage of Shocking Grasp. And it is his turn.
Oh, I still gotta make my movement. Sorry.
Oh yeah, it's your turn.
would he have moved? Oh, does that not negate the whole pile? Is he only like for reactions?
Right, yeah. I think I wrote something. Let's see.
20 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote something called Swarm of Individuals. Non-damaging effects that a target individual creatures do not have any effect on the swarm. Basically, there's enough of them that just Shocking Grasping one is negligible. Ah.
What?
Ah.
I'm gonna swing.
Ah. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. He's going to use shield, which is going to block that.
Well, I'm gonna do it again.
Well, he's not going to block that one.
Oh, holy shit!
The 2 nat 20s.
I think I calculated his hit points wrong. Sorry, give me a second. He does not have that many. There we go. Quick math. Oh boy, 38, 43, 50 damage.
Yay.
You swinging at him, and he blocks with his shield, and you just come with the backhand, and you just nail him. And he, like, you hear, like, things crunch and crack, like, throughout his whole body as he spins. Yeah, that hurt.
Good.
And it is Agesh's turn. Hoo boy. He's going to cast Circle of Death.
What does it do?
Everything in this area like that has to make a...
Does it have a height limit?
Nope, it is a sphere.
Uh-huh.
Well, I mean, it's 60 feet up, 60 feet down.
Oh, okay.
But, let's see. Everybody in there, make a Constitution saving throw.
Am I in there or just outside of it?
You are in there.
Oh, damn. Okay. Oh, damn.
Ooh.
Those poor
It's like-
flumps.
Everything in that area goes like, oh, poor Flumps. That's right. He does. He kills a bunch of them.
5 flumps.
Only one narrowly escapes. Oh, how sad. Okay. So, Argral, you take 28 divided by 2, 14 damage because you're raging. Meat, you take 28 damage. Manasa, you take 28 damage. The snake takes 28 damage.
Does the tree have life too? Our big cactus back there?
Oh yeah, the cactus, let's see, hold on. I'm gonna say no to the cactus.
It has pokies. It's safe.
It already lives in a desert.
Oops. He did not kill the hole in the ground.
He committed flumpicide though. That's pretty
Oh,
fucked up.
So many. The remaining flump goes, oh no, as it floats away listlessly.
Panicked flump noises.
So the snake has 55 hit points total. Now it has 27 remaining. And that's a Gesha's turn. Galavar.
All right. On a little bit of a rinse and repeat. So stand up. Target Ageja. Who shuts?
Through the himbo swarm and everything.
Yeah.
Gesha's going to shield both of those.
Damn. All right. I'm gonna lay down.
All right,
That is all.
got it. Let me look at one thing. Forgot one effect. Okay, Meat, it is your turn.
Well, well, well. Alright. So I
You got
need to use 20 of my movement to make it up
Alright.
here to the top. So then I'd have 40 left. Does this guy look intimidating?
He looks, he's not dressed intimidatingly, but he did just make quite an entrance. And seems to know the rest of the Gesha squad.
I see.
He carries himself with a sort of serious air.
Alright. The second Meat, crests the cliff, is going to point at him. And let's see. Hex onto him.
Ooh.
Meat's eyes go purple, like glowy purple, as he aggressively vows to kill that fucker. And then, let's see, oh, that's the wrong tool. Here we go. Blip, 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 blip. You. Tonight, you. And, gonna do some attacking. Let me see.
What ability did you choose?
Ooh.
Which ability did you hex?
Oh! That's right, I choose one. I will do... I don't know, which one should I do with him? Should it be like intelligence or wisdom?
He was a caster. I mean, he did shield, but...
I don't know what kind of caster he is.
Use strength and you can grapple him easier.
That's true.
Oh yeah! With wimpy little arms, he can't resist.
Magic arms.
Yeah, I'm gonna hex his strength then. Make him even more noodly and weak. Oh, it sucks. I can't even use that extra attack. I can't do the extra attack from doing a crit because I already used my bonus action.
Oh no.
Oh well. Well, that one definitely hit, right?
Yep, 26 damage.
What about this one?
That also hits 28 damage.
What about this one? Ah.
Negative.
So he definitely has an AC over 9.
Good information.
And then, but I can hit one more time, right?
Yep.
Wham. 18.
He's going to shield that one.
Oh. I see. Okay. Well, that'll be all for me. I can't do anything else. Wait, I don't have any more redraws. Ooh, wait, no, that's right, no bonus action. Never mind, go ahead.
Ageja is going to use a. He's gonna shoot a firebolt at Meat. 23 to hit.
What did you say?
23 to hit Meat.
Oh yeah, that hits.
14 fire damage.
I don't stop it.
It's Hobbin's turn. He's going to use his last Zephyr Strike. I think that is his last. Let me double check. Oh, nope, not even close. Never mind. He's going to use a Zephyr Strike against Manasa Jory. $31 to hit.
Well, yeah.
That's going to be 48 damage.
And I'm downed.
And then he's going to shoot at Manasa again. For 35 to hit, you have one death saving throw. One failed death saving throw. And then he says, "All right, for real this time." And then he runs away.
All right.
But only.
Can snakes provide the health back?
I don't think the snake would be able to use a medicine check though to revive you.
No, not like necessarily revive, just keep me stable.
Stabilize.
That's a Baldur's Gate thing. Which, by the way, you can use Scratch for.
Oh.
I think. It is. Let's see. Okay. This is what happens. Gedja fires off another firebolt at Meat. Oh, Kakia never used her readied action.
Did she ever roll for
She needs to
magic?
do wild magic.
That's a good point. Got it. Meat, that's a 30 to hit you. You take 18 fire damage. She's going to roll a 64. We just did that.
Puff of smoke.
Puff of smoke. That's inconvenient.
She can't see out of it.
She cannot.
But we can't also see into it, right?
That's true. She's going to move. Over to here.
Did that one guy actually, when he did the big orb of death, did he have to roll wild magic for that?
Yeah, actually. All right. The wild magic is getting sluggish because there's just so much wild magic going on.
Also, if Meat used Hex, does that trigger it too?
Is that a 5th level? I don't think it's 5th
No,
level.
it's only level 1.
Then it should be good.
Okay.
It's a 5th level or above.
Yeah. Argral and Meat.
Oh.
You guys both take 17 lightning damage as lightning bolts hit you.
Oh.
And Meat, a strange necrotic tether, green energy connects you and Ageja. It kind of springs forth from him.
He's getting grabby. Also, how
Ah.
much lightning damage was that?
17.
Okay.
Liston, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna try this one more time. I'm gonna move forward. Actually, I'm gonna cast first so I can still see him. I'm gonna try to dispel magic on Korvash again.
Okay.
To free him. And this time I'm going to do at 7th level.
All right. Roll that int check.
Oh my god. What is this spell? Let's see.
Oh no,
Is that not enough?
it's not
What
enough.
is this spell? Do I know what it is?
Wait, you rolled it at 7th level though?
Yeah.
Give me a second. So 7th is 4 levels higher. So that's a 20. Yeah, not enough.
Oh my god. Do I know what this spell is?
You feel like it's some kind of in prison?
Oh. Wait. Who cast? Was that a wild magic one?
No, that was cast by a god.
Oh. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, who had a whole...
Yeah, he pushed somebody off.
I was like, who had a whole minute to... to cast
Who
in prison?
here?
Oh,
No, the god of war cast that.
damn. Okay. That changes.
It's yeah. So roll a wild magic for that.
Alright, yeah, I'm not gonna try to dispel that anymore because I'm all tapped out. Wild magic, 100, 98.
98. That's way up there. You are surrounded by faint ethereal music for the next minute.
Classic.
Yeah. Oh man. 99 would have been funny. Anything else?
Bonus action. Nope. My shield's still out, right?
Yeah.
I think. Okay. I know I died and then came back. I didn't know if that.
I think it's still
Okay.
up.
Yep, that is my turn. I just moved 30 more feet.
Okay. So this is what's gonna happen. Kazim is going to cast a spell.
Am I close enough to see him? Or like is the 30 feet blocking?
I think at that angle it would be. Because he's about as far back as you are from the cliff.
Yeah.
But he's going to cast this spell, and this entire area goes completely black, pitch dark, and you hear shrieks, gibbering, and mad laughter.
You said it's ethereal music?
Yeah.
Does Galavar see anything floating around me?
There's little fairies,
Oh,
like,
okay.
playing little instruments as they, like, float around you. Yeah, like in the ethereal plane. It's not really even fairies. It's just, like, little, like wisps, like, floating around.
Reminds me of that Ghost was Persia. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
There's that one character that could see the ghosts, but then the other one could only hear them.
Seems gonna run that way. Yeah. So it is Manasa's turn. Manasa, I need you to make a death saving throw.
Did this spell give me a failure that Kazim just asked?
It hasn't done any damage yet,
Okay.
but I need you to roll a death saving throw.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no. So
I'm
that's a
at
second
2
one.
failures, guys.
And I'm sorry, Manasa, but you take 42 psychic damage, giving you your last death saving throw as you're.
Can I take a psychic damage if I'm already unconscious?
You can, yeah.
Bad dream.
Your
That's fucked.
last thoughts are of evil spirits in the dark closing in on you as your last bit of consciousness fades.
All right, well, I'm dead, guys, and there is no one who can revive me.
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh shit.
It is. I gotta roll something. I meant to roll this before.
Oh shit, I never rolled my wild magic for when I healed meat.
That's true. Go ahead and roll that. We'll see what would have happened. Maybe something good. 67. A lot of mid 60s.
I wish it was 69.
You would have been terrified of the large snake next to you.
Would that have caused me to run as far as I could away from him?
No. You just wouldn't have been able to move any closer to it. Sorry.
Damn.
But this is what I'm gonna say. Galavar, I think you're the only one that can see anything at this point.
Mhm.
Quite a bit above the battlefield, you see somebody appear in a bright flash of light. And it looks like an angel. From the back, you see large, feathery, golden and white wings. They're radiating a bunch of radiant energy, and the wings are like flapping, keeping them aloft as they kind of bob there in the air. And they seem, for the most part, they're not very covered. They seem to have a robe that has been tied around their waist. And you see they've got like this fairly muscular kind of back and legs. They're like, it's like lean muscle. And they've got horns on top of their head. They're like a red-skinned, horned creature or person with radiant energy coming off of them, and these big golden feathery wings as they like appear in the air, kind of over the dome, surveying the battlefield from where they're at. And it is Katya's turn. What is she going to do? You hear a Geja say, "Get Kazim out of here." Katya moves to here, and she grabs the necklace around her neck, and she turns it and she speaks a word, and the air around her and Kazim appears to vibrate, and the being up above the dark sphere swipes their hand through the air, and there is a like a surge of energy around them that just kind of like blows a bunch of sand up and around. And Kakia sits there and she's like twists the thing a few more times, seemingly thwarted by whatever this was that this being did. And from your perspective, Galavar looks like he prevented them from escaping. Argral, it is your turn, and things are dark. And I need you to make a saving throw. I need you to make a con save. Or wait, is it? Oh, it's a wisdom save, but
Oh, it's a you want me to do a wisdom save?
Yeah, just roll it, but I'll take your 13 that you got. Okay, so you hit a 20 total. Okay.
Can I use my nose to try to figure out where the
Sure.
creature was that I was fighting before?
Yeah, you take 31 psychic damage.
Nope. Immune to psychic damage.
Oh, immune to psychic damage. That's
Oh, hell yeah.
awesome. Forget all that saving throw nonsense. You heard Kazim run off to the northeast. You saw him do that. Or
Okay.
you didn't you heard him, you smelled him run away.
Gotcha.
He has a
Okay.
very he smells like embalming fluid.
Okay. So can I sort of head in that direction, or?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
You just move like you normally would
Okay. Cool.
as you run out of this gibbering darkness.
I'll be like running out of the darkness, yelling with my fucking hammer up already, and just like.
He turns, suddenly looking very concerned.
And I'm gonna make 2 reckless attacks.
Okay, that first one definitely hits. The second one he's going to shield. 21 plus 6, 27. You've broken a lot of his bones in his body.
Mm-hmm.
His skin has ripped a lot, and as it has ripped, sand has poured out of the wounds.
Am I the only one that does more damage to him while Hex is on him?
Yes, it's
Okay.
just you. Yep.
Cool. I'm also gonna have the himbos attack Ageja again.
Gotcha. Yeah. Have them just roll and just anything. D20.
Okay.
They have
Actually, I'm gonna have them
Do they have
go
to
for
roll?
Katya. Actually.
Are part of them blinded, or are they?
Well, they would have
Oh, yeah.
disadvantage against Ageja, but if you want to move them over Katya and Kazim, you can have them swarm both of them.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Great. Just roll one for Katya and one for Kazim.
It's a D20, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so they miss against Katya. 21 against. They just hit Kazim. Go ahead and roll. 1d12. It's 3 plus 3, which is 6, times 5. So 30 damage. They actually swarm, and how does this group of gnolls finish off this seemingly embalmed, filled with sand, dark-skinned wizard of kind of regal standing.
Say probably in a way that hyenas would should be to run around him and sort of like picking him off. Like one runs by and grabs a bone
Yeah.
or something, yanks it out, and then another one runs by from another direction, and they sort of just like all get him one by one from all different directions.
Yeah, he's already super injured, and like he does put up quite a fight as one runs at him, and he throws his hand up, and they bounce off his shield. Another one like slashes him, and the side of his face kind of rips open, and his jaw dislodges, and he bats off another one, and a different one comes by and smashes in his knee, and he falls to his knee, and they eventually just overwhelm and swarm him and just take him apart.
Sweet.
Kakya lets out a defeated cry.
Also, my snake, I'm gonna have my snake just sort of protect Nasa's body, sort of like coil it up and keep attack anybody who comes near. Sure.
Gotcha. Man, Higeja doesn't have a whole lot. He's going to. You know what? He's actually going to step here, and he's going to cast. He's going to step there, and he's going to cast a lightning bolt through part of the knolls, through Argrel, through Sunvara. And he says, Kakya, get out of here. Argrel and Sunvara, I need you to roll me dex saving throws.
Ooh.
What's 20?
Oh, by the way, as Kazim dies, the maddening darkness disappears, and everyone can see the being floating up in the sky with these angelic wings, eyes glowing a white, bright light, now very visible to everyone on the battlefield. And as you look up, you see Anzen with big angelic wings, and he looks kind of like old man strong. You know, he's like pretty fit.
Like Uncle Iroh, like kind of just like
Yeah,
Master
and
Roshi.
he looks like he's maybe 30 years younger.
Whoa.
His beard is it's not like super white like it was. It's got some dark black hair in there. His hair's a little bit darker. But yeah, he's like Anzen with like an angelic form standing there with a robe hastily tied around his waist. Kind of glistening from some kind of like shiny material or some kind of shiny like liquid maybe. Like he looks kind of
Body
wet.
glitter.
And sorry, let's see. We got a dex save from Argrel, okay. But you get advantage. It's still fail. Okay. Argrel, also give me another d20 for the gnolls.
God damn, these rolls are shit today.
Oh no. Alright, so the gnolls take 48 damage.
They're gone.
They actually aren't even less than half hit points yet.
Oh, really? What the fuck?
Yeah, they have 197 hit points left.
Oh, shit. I didn't realize.
Yeah, they have a total of 335 hit points. There's a lot. It's a lot. But Meat and Argrel both take 24 damage. And it is Galavar's turn.
Right. We're gonna chain it up. I'm gonna drop the concentration on my form
Okay.
and zoom out so I can see. 115, 120. I'm going to cast Silence. Right here. Oh, that's not the right. It's gonna be centered on him, but I need this to be a 20-foot radius.
That's 20 foot.
Oh, nice. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, I don't know how to delete these.
I don't need to use my mouth to beat people with a hammer.
Thank you. And it'll be centered right on the Geisha.
Like that?
Yep.
Got it.
That's. I'll use my bonus
opponent-
action to go invisible.
Okay.
And that could be everything.
All right. That is good. Let's see.
What is the circle again?
Silence, so they can't use any spells that have verbal components.
So that knocks out all of his legendary actions. Not
Should've done that
not
sooner.
quite actually. He can't cast any spells, but he does have one other thing he can do.
There was a rock.
Argrol, make a wisdom saving throw. Unless Argrol is immune to frightened for some reason.
Does Mind Blank make him immune to frighten?
Am I? I don't know.
I don't think Mind Blank does it, right?
I don't actually know what that spell does. I just hear listen pop up a lot and say, can't do that.
Spells used to affect the target's mind or gain similar spells. No, I don't think. Yeah.
Not immune
Okay.
to fear. Ah. Damn it.
Argrol.
It's not a charm condition, right? Or a divination
I
spell?
will double check. It is not a charm or divination spell.
Okay.
Agetcha just looks at you angrily, Argrol, as his eye fire flares up intensely, and you are frightened for 1 minute. You can make a save at the end of each of your turns.
Okay.
And it is Meat's turn.
Okay, question.
Yes,
So this guy's dead now, right?
he did.
Okay. Am I able to move my hex onto someone else that's in the silence, as long as I'm not in there yet?
Yeah, you can do that.
And is that like moving my hex a verbal thing?
It's a bonus action, and you know what? It doesn't really say.
Plus,
think
it's like it's innate for my character
Yeah.
rather than like a
I'm gonna
actual
say
spell.
it's a non-thing. It's just a non-action.
Instinct.
Yeah,
All right. Anyway,
you're in the
yeah,
zone.
I'm gonna go ahead and put hex on the Geisha.
You know, in Demon Slayer, when he sees the thread.
I haven't watched Demon Slayer.
Oh, well, those who have got the
Yeah.
reference.
That was pretty spicy.
All right. So Geisha, Meat angrily points at him, and then proceeds to. Oh yeah. Argrol can't move forward, can he? Fine. Right here's fine. All right. How's the Geisha looking?
He is mangled.
Ah. Okay.
He'll probably want to run away.
That is a hit.
Is a 17 a hit?
17 does not hit.
Bop. Bop.
Let's see.
God
Shield-
damn it!
Oh, wait. Shield is verbal and somatic. Hold on a second.
Oh.
You should
Actually,
grapple him.
17 does hit.
Oh, but 16 doesn't.
16 doesn't.
Okay.
So let's see. 19 is
So guys, he's got an AC of 16.
Wait a second. What did I do?
Oh.
I was taking off Kakya's hit points.
And oh,
There we go.
I'm also going to make sure that see the ability I'm hexing with him is going to be he's like a wizard, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, intelligence. You are now stupid.
Roll your 3d6.
Oh, that's right. Now I think about it, I don't think I
Hex.
actually rolled my extra damage for the other guy. Whoops.
Didn't
I
have
forgot to. Oh yeah. Alright, so 3d6. Boop. Yeah!
I gotta run to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. He is barely standing, and he interposes himself between you and Kakya.
Oh. Interesting.
But of course, you know, there is no words exchanged because it is silent.
If you're in a like an orb of silence, can you hear do you still hear the tinnitus in your ears?
I don't know what causes tinnitus.
Hearing damage, but whenever there's silence around you, you hear the high-pitched squeal.
The death of your eardrum.
Yeah, that's why we have to sleep with a box fan, is because I have mild tinnitus.
No, it is actually comfortably quiet.
Man, I think I need a silent spell for sleeping.
So Haben says, "Man, screw this!" and he takes off again. He's.
God
Oh wait,
damn.
I said he was 100 feet away already. No, he just continues to run. He's.
Yeah, I was
he's
gonna
way
say,
off
I'm like,
in the
how many
distance
times does he
now.
come back now?
I forgot. He was already gone. He's way far away now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's right. Meat. While you're beating on a Geja that tether is still attached to you, you take 24 damage.
Ooh.
And it is Liston's turn.
Is that tether a wild magicable thing?
It is not.
Damn it.
Can I see a Geja, or am I too low?
Yeah, I'm gonna say you're too low.
I haven't done anything these last 3 turns.
Why don't you just use your magic to do something about it?
Wait, do you still have? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say maybe you could wish or revivify on our friend over there or
I
something.
already
but-
used Wish.
Yeah.
Why didn't you wish for more wishes?
I am going to move 30 feet. What's my fly? Is just 30 feet, right? I'm not any faster flying. Oh wait, 60 feet.
Yeah, I think it is 60.
Okay, then I'm going to burn a 3rd level spell slot and activate my broom, my magic broom flying, and I'm just gonna fly straight towards Manasa.
Okay, sounds good.
Actually, is there a way I can? It might not be straight towards Manasa. Yeah, I'm just gonna move 60 feet towards Manasa.
Alright.
And then I'm gonna go up with the rest of my movement. So I'm like just 10 feet above her.
Okay. Gotcha. So Anson actually is in the turn order. He was in the turn order right before Manasa, but after Liston.
Are we supposed to be able to see him?
I was gonna pull him up and then I forgot. Hold on.
I was gonna say because I don't see anybody new in the turn order.
There he is. He's right there.
Okay.
He's way up in the sky though.
You said he's in the turn order though, right?
Yeah, right after me.
Okay.
He is 50 feet up.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you actually put him in the turn order or not because I don't see him in there.
No.
Okay.
There.
Now he is. Yeah.
Manasa, I am sorry that you're dead. What would you like Anson to do? Buff the party, attack the attack Ageja. Something else? In general terms.
Do you have something else in mind and you're just not telling me? Then buff the party.
Buff the party, okay.
I want my friends
Great.
to be surviving and good damage.
And then when we win this, he can take Manasa to heaven.
Or you guys can like bring me to someone who can bring me back, guys.
Heaven. I mean, you wouldn't be the first person we brought back. There was that time with the Liston soup.
We can pay for your revival, but
I mean,
don't
I'm not
have
soup,
anything
so it
on
would
me.
be much easier and cheaper to bring me back than it was to bring Liston back.
We can make you soup.
Wait, listen, put her in your bag of sending because she's an object, and then have your other Liston.
Oh my god.
And
All
she
right.
could teleport through the tree again.
So, he is going to... Yeah. He's going to cast, well, first he's going to fly.
Does he know Revivify?
He's going to fly down here. He's going to, his wings and his radiance disappear, and he casts a spell on Geja and Kakya. And let's see if they pass. Come on, Ron, brain better. It is a... What kind of wisdom save? Or save? I think it's a wisdom save. Yes, it is. Okay. Ageja fails, but he's going to use a legendary resistance. Kakya passes. Unfortunately, Anson, he pulls something out of his bag, and he's got a little satchel that he's also tied around his waist. It seems to be the only two things he brought was a robe and a little bag of some stuff. Oh, he pulls out his finger and he flicks it at them, and it kind of disappears in the ether, and they seem to strain against some invisible force. And he says, "Die, you despicable villains." And Kakya does something seemingly unexpected, and she drops to her knees and she puts her hands up.
Oh. He wants to surrender.
And it is Argyl's turn. She did nothing. Ageja looks at her and he nods. And he looks back at you guys.
Okay.
So
I think
you
you
are...
mean- You mean
Argro, you are...
Amden?
No.
Oh.
Ageja looks back at Katya and nods at her in approval, and then stays interposed between you and her. Argro, you are afraid of Ageja still.
Oh, yeah. What do I have to roll for that? Con?
At the end of your turn, you can roll. For now, you can't move toward him. But it will eventually be a wisdom save.
But you can still throw a weapon, right?
Well, you sure can.
Can still throw my hammer. Alright, then I'm gonna throw my hammer at Ageja then.
Okay. Alright, that's a 20. He's going to... Let me check his spell slot. He's going to... Well, he's got to burn a 2, but he's going to shield and block that.
Damn it.
Now you can roll your wisdom save.
Okay.
You are still frightened of him, but he takes a knee in front of Meat, and he looks up at you, and he just meets your gaze, seemingly waiting for you to pass your judgment, and it's Galavar's turn.
All right. I'm gonna hold off on. I'm just gonna leave that as it, but I am gonna stand up.
Just ready an arrow aimed for him like a sniper ready to take the shot.
No, I kind of want to do something else.
And we don't know what kind of ruse this is.
That's true, but I have my silence on them and you guys are there, so that's good enough for right now. Misty Step is a second level spell, so we're gonna use that. 30 feet. Maybe it's 30 feet. Oh, yeah, okay. 30, and then we used half, so 20. And then, if I were to dash, how far did I get? Here? I'm gonna dash.
Okay. Anything else?
No, I think that's everything I have.
Gotcha. Meat, it is your turn.
Let's see. Meat's going to He's gonna hold his sword out, basically like to Ageja's throat, then point at Ageja, and then point over to here.
Okay,
And,
so
like,
you want him to move.
He's basically like pointing at him, motioning to like go there,
Okay.
and then like ready to walk with him if he starts moving.
Sure. He stands and he walks.
I mean, he's just like
to
resting
there.
his sword on his shoulder, basically.
Yeah. He walks like the whole time with your shoulder like on his shoulders, and you can follow him.
Yeah.
You wanted to talk? Meat?
I take it you yield.
I yield.
I was about to ask, like, call off your men, but then I was looking around like, wait, there really isn't anybody left.
Yeah, so next would be Liston.
I think Meat would probably give him, like, rope to, like, tell him to bind himself, like,
Okay, so you pull
tie
out
his
rope
hands
and you
behind his back. Yeah.
throw it to him.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, He nods and he starts kind of wrapping it around his wrists, looping it through.
Yeah.
Listen, what would you do?
I'm looking down at Manasa, and I turn to look at the top of the cliff, and I can see Meat and Ageja. I guess I would ask Meat if it was over.
It seems that way.
I would.
This fucker's gone, right? Like he's booked it. The guy
Oh yeah,
stage
he's
left.
gone.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I was like, I say Meat would have probably scanned the area to see who's left alive, and if he would have seen that guy there, he'd been like, not yet. But if he's gone, then he's gone.
Yeah. Sorry. Listen, what did you say you were gonna do? Stand on the snake.
Yeah, I'll fly over closer to Ageja.
Okay.
Like right here. And
He looks very defeated as he's wrapping, tying his
I'll ask
wrists.
him. I'll say, if you die here, what happens?
I think you know the answer, but in case you need a refresher, I will reconstitute somewhere else within a matter of days.
And she won't, and I'll point at Kakia.
And he gets a little less cocky and he says, "She won't."
And
She can't hear anything you're saying either at this point.
We talked? It's probably over a month ago now. But with the artifact, am I able to essentially soul cage him with like superseding the phylactery, like catch his soul before he goes back?
Yeah.
Okay. I would reach into my bag and pull out the artifact. And be like, all that over this, huh?
Took me a long time to make. And it's the key to getting my friends back. Well, thought it was the key until a certain vengeful god brought them back himself, but it seems that most of them are out of my reach again.
What levels? Did it have to be a 9th, or how would I cast the spell?
Soul Cage is, I think, a 6th level spell, right?
Yeah, so I could just do it. I don't have to do any ritual.
Well, you would have to... yeah, you'd have to destroy Geja first and then cast Soul Cage.
I would say, well, you can finally be with your precious artifact. And I would motion for Meat to lop his head off.
Oh.
He looks at you, Meat.
Alright.
We're out of combat, by the way, at this point. If anybody else wants to be doing anything or take any kind of action.
And I start making a teleportation circle.
Sure.
Yeah. Meat does with a quick motion of like pulling the sword to him, just like executioner style.
He says, "Whatever you do, spare Kakya, please." And it's at this point that Galavar starts casting his teleportation circle and his silence drops. And she says, "Agesha, what's going on?" What do you do, Meat?
I take it Liston is like ready and prepared with like a spell, right?
Yeah, I am. Sorry, I was muted.
Oh, yeah.
It's a reaction, so...
Yeah, Meat would just kind of like look down and see like Manasa laying there motionless. And then like without looking back at Geisha, just like a quick...
He looks at her too, and he looks at you and he says, "I can bring her back."
As an undead?
No, I have restorative powers as well. I come from a time, well, let's just say I, through some cleverness of my own, was able to retain some power that I should have lost during the last magical shakeup.
Meat just kind of like looks at Liston and raises an eyebrow.
After all he's done, I don't think it's worth keeping him around. It would still be a net loss if we brought back Manasa right now. From his actions alone. We can bring back Manasa.
Kakya says, "We'll leave. We'll leave. We can... You have the box. Keep it." Geja kind of looks at her and he says, he goes to say something, and then he just kind of looks back at you all. As she says,
wasn't there something he was supposed to hold up as his side of the deal for us showing up here?
He was supposed to give us the location of his phylactery, but with the artifact, I don't need the location of his phylactery anymore. I can just capture him. Intercept him.
Ah, I see. Well, then I guess we better get that over with. So yeah, Meat'll end it.
all right. So you just take your sword and you take his head off?
Because essentially, like, the way he's holding it on his shoulders, he's got it, like, at the hilt. Like, really far down the blade. So essentially what he does, he just, like, pulls it really fast towards him in, like, a swiping motion.
Yeah, and with a grinding, slashing sound, you cleave through his vertebrae as his head goes spinning through the air, the fire going out, the green runes that lined his skull going dark as his head rolls down the cliff, down to the bottom. Kakya screams out, as his body slumps to the ground.
And
Liston, you have your opportunity.
I will use my reaction using the artifact as a focus, kind of vacuum the energy into the artifact using Soul Cage.
Like it's Luigi's Mansion.
Exactly.
Do you have a 6th level spell slot left?
I do, and I will cast my wild magic.
Yes.
Imagine this one is just like, nope.
61.
Is it puff of smoke again?
You do, this weird effect happens as you vacuum up this soul, and you feel it enter the box as some of the runes on the box start to glow green, bright green for a while, and then slowly fade. And during this whole process, everything around you gets really kind of quiet. Sounds get dull, and then it doesn't get any better. The sound is still like muffled around you. The wild magic says that for the next minute you must shout when you speak.
So listen, did it work?
I have him!
Like echoes through the hills, like him.
Anson's eyebrows go up.
All right, I mean, we're all happy this is over. You just calm down now.
Argyle asks Anson, were you revived?
Ah, yes. I had a clone ready.
Oh.
As I of course was not able to be revived automatically because my soul was being held by the lich that you have just slain. But I felt myself released at some point in the battle, as if my soul was used up for some kind of incantation. I believe it was free to roam and returned to my clone. I grabbed a spare robe and a component pouch. I cast a spell on myself and I teleported here.
Impressive as always, Pops.
He puts his arm around you and he says, I used to have some tricks up my sleeve. I'm feeling a lot better, actually.
Yeah, you look younger.
Yes, I set myself back about 30 years. It's once you're old enough that any day you might die from natural causes, it seems weird to go back to your 20s or 30s. So, I set it back a little bit. I'll make another clone just in case this happens again. I've been told I look distinguished in my older years.
Oh. What are we doing now?
Meet's up here tying her arms like behind her back.
Gotcha. Yeah, she lets you do that.
Yeah, the null himbos are surrounding them, just making sure she doesn't try to pull anything.
They're forming a defensive murder circle.
Galavar, your teleportation circle is ready whenever you'd like to finish it.
I'd like to take Manasa to Silver Moon and look for somebody to, like a cleric for Raised Dead.
Okay.
Is that... I was gonna let these guys finish up here.
Yeah, as Anson sees you putting the finishing touches on that, he says, Galavar, my boy, where are you off to?
Silver Moon. I figured it'd be best to get Manasa on her feet before she starts rotting.
Oh, I can actually take care of that.
Oh.
Well, good.
If somebody can help me get down from here.
What is he like? Is he hanging from the ceiling on strings or something?
No, he's
Oh,
just
no,
standing
that's
up
right.
on the cliff.
I'm gonna just pick him up and start walking down the cliff because I got
Oh.
my spider cling boots on.
I'm sorry. For a second, I actually like legitimately thought that his whole entrance and stuff with like the glowing and stuff was like him up in the air, like descending from heaven, but it was all like fake, and he's just hanging from the ceiling by a rope. And like when the fight's over, he's like, "All right, I can come down now."
Somebody cut me down, please.
Oh.
Yeah, he goes down. Yeah, you guys end up down there. You tie up Katya. The sword disappears. Kind of shatters into shards and kind of float up into the sky about 30 or 40 feet before just kind of disappearing. And Korvash stands up. And walks over. He says, "Well, excellent job, Stradava. I am glad you were on our side."
I take it you yield and you don't plan on stopping us?
No, I think I've seen quite enough. And quite enough violence this day for sure. And I've also seen enough to know that we're a little bit outclassed by you. Now that the threat has been eliminated, feel free to keep the box.
Did you have any contingencies in place for your comrades?
No, but I'll figure out something.
It'd be a little hard to get them back considering they're probably dust on the wind right now.
Yeah, both of them.
Let me
Yes.
know when I'm alive.
Okay. Anson takes something out of his bag, and it's like a little stone D20.
Okay.
And he says, "Well, that actually won't do." And he kind of waves his hand over it and casts something. And you see him kind of like slow down, like he's like somehow gets turned into like 0.5 speed as he slows down, and then he kind of speeds back up, and the D20 kind of flashes a little bit in his hands. He says, "Ah, yes, that will do it." And he says, "Perks of being a transmutation wizard, or perks of being a transmuter." And he touches the D20 to Manasa. And there's like a flash of light, and Manasa's wounds close up. And it's kind of different from other, like generally divine magics that you see. You see her flesh start to like knit itself together. It's a very like physical process, but like very fast as like things just kind of start to weave themselves together, and like her injuries start to knit themselves. And then there's a flash. You see her chest kind of compress a few times, and the light comes back to her eyes as she takes a breath, and the D20 disintegrates in Anson's hands. "Welcome back, Manasa dear.
What's going on?
Did you have a nice nap?"
Manasa looks around and realizes that the battle must be over, and then looks at Anson very confused because that all happened after she died.
I will explain it all in due time. But for now, why don't we get you somewhere you can rest?
Okay.
Yalavar, we could probably
Yeah.
still make use of your teleportation circle.
Okay.
Korvash, will you be joining us? Korvash says, I could use a ride. I don't think I will stick around for long, but wherever you're going, I can make my way from there.
Do we have any pieces of like Arden and his did we were able to collect dust or anything from them?
No, but Korvash actually does walk over and dumps all of his gear that he dropped when he was disintegrated into a bag of holding. And he does say, yes. By the way, it appears they might have also left some spoils. Should you want to go grab them before we leave?
I mean, we would definitely grab all the spoils that we could. If
Yeah.
there was any powdered remains of anyone who was disintegrated, Manasa would collect those.
There is nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like kind of a windy, dusty, dry place.
Manasa, you do, when you go to stand up, you realize you actually do feel like crap, like big time. You have a -4 penalty to all attack rolls, saving throws, and ability checks. Every time you finish a long rest, the penalty is reduced by 1.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like shit, guys. So wait. I died twice and came back. Would this be -8?
What brought you back last time? No, it was a Revivify.
Oh, it was Revivify, so that doesn't count?
Arden.
Nope.
Okay.
The Master Transmuter Raise Dead that Anzin used counts as a Raise Dead, so it has penalties that come with it that you don't have with Revivify.
Got it.
Let's see. Do you guys want to loot the stuff? So,
Yes.
when you killed when you killed Ageja, the Lich, one interesting thing to note is that his robe disappears. He leaves behind his spell component pouch, which basically has basic spell component stuff in it. And nothing else. He seemed to pack light. Kazim showed up in that super plain robe, also with a component pouch, and nothing else. For other reasons. But there is that black hole that was left on the ground.
It's still there?
Is still there.
Okay, that was Kakia who cast it, right?
Actually, no. One of the Thayan Knights pulled it out of a bag and flipped it out like a bed sheet onto the ground. And I forget exactly what it's called. Portable hole. It's a portable hole.
Hold it up and take it with us.
So anybody that wants to write that down, that you have a portable hole now.
I am going to ask Kakia where the marksman will go.
Oh, wish I knew. He's unreliable would be the best way to describe him. I imagine he will. Well, he will probably hide and attempt to keep reconnaissance on you and yours. But his methods are unorthodox, and I don't know that I could really accurately guess what his next steps would be. But he won't be too far away, I would imagine.
What would you expect us? What do you expect us to do with you?
I don't know. I would. It's been so long. I've been working for Ageja. With him gone now, I suppose I don't know what I would even do with my freedom. I doubt you're going to trust me enough to work with you, but I don't know where that leaves us.
What were your
Does
motives?
she seem any different?
As in, like, she was mind controlled and is no longer, or something like that?
Yeah,
I'm
just
assuming this can be a short rest, so
behaviorally.
I'm using some hit dice.
Sure. Is that kind of where you were getting at, Meat?
Yeah, like is she behaving any
Yeah,
different?
make a insight. I like the way D20 or not D20, Crit Roll has been doing their insight check, so I'm like also
yeah.
gonna roll a D20 and so let me look at something real quick. She seems sad, but she's not. She's like dismayed. She's not like. There's no tears or anything like that, but you can tell that today was heavy for her, and it really seems like all the fights kind of been knocked out of her. But you don't feel like she was being mind controlled.
Okay.
She says, I really, we did really care for each other. And we were really just trying to find our place in the multiverse. Ageja, he did some things. He did some bad things to each of us. We found out. We didn't know for a long time. We were working with him, and we found out he exploited us, and he tricked us. He straight up wiped Kazim's memory because Kazim refused to work for him. He brought him back, said, "Hey, you worked for me. I brought you back. Sorry, there was a mishap. I will try to help you get your memories back, but it's not a done deal." Kazim worked for him. Makni, his Ageja happened to kill his parents. While Makni was a baby, he placed a curse on Makni, which made him emotionless, turn into a beast of a man. And when the time was right, Ageja tempted him with more power, and Makni took it. Haben died in a in an exchange gone wrong, which was all Ageja's fault. But it, honestly, it didn't take much convincing for Haben. He is, well, he's insane. For me, I don't know if you can believe this, but I actually started life as a green dragon. Ageja would find wealthy creatures such as dragons and slay them and take their hordes to fund his operations. I was the only one left of my brood. He true polymorphed me into a half-elf, wiped my memory, killed me, brought me back, offered me work. I had these powers I didn't know how to control. He helped me figure that out, and as it turns out, dragon magic. He really screwed us all over. But in the end, after working with him for a while before we found any of this out, just kind of, we all saw the lives we were living, and we were powerful and fearless, and we ended up forgiving him for it. I know it sounds insane, but I mean, he treated us all really well, which I mean is manipulative in its own right. Screwed us all over, and then he treated us like friends.
It's like gaslighting and love bombing combined.
And you got like Stockholm syndrome.
He's a
Yeah.
super manipulator. You are.
He's-
Maybe you know. I don't know if he ever told you, but I was also changed by Ageja at one point.
The gifts he gives are substantial, but yeah, I'm sorry if you went through anything difficult. I feel partly to blame because, you know, at that point, like I said, we were just kind of going through the motions. And then before we really, you know, we did another big job. And then after that, spell plague and everything went to crap. And next thing we knew, we lost our foothold in the world. You know, we were found out. Powerful entities started coming after us, and we had to leave. We skipped planes for a little while before coming to this one.
What would you do? What? How? Where would you go if we let you go?
I don't even know. You have any suggestions?
You said you used to be a dragon.
Would you ever want to be a dragon again? Would you want to return to your original form?
I don't think so. I don't know. But I don't think I would pull that trigger right now. I have an entire unlife to make that decision, I suppose. I also don't know if it's possible.
Do you true polymorph? If I were to cast that, do you think it would work on you?
I don't know. You see, that was another part of it, right? At some point, we realized that, while powerful magic exists in the world, that box, it's our lifeline. Machni, she looks over Machni's body on the ground with his head blown out. She says, we can't come back without it. So I don't even know if it's possible to escape the form that we're in right now.
Hmm.
Plus, what would I be an undead dragon? I don't know. I almost don't want to know. Really, all I want at this point is some time to think about it.
Hmm.
Is there any possibility that we bring... I mean, Haben is one thing. I never liked him anyway. But is there any possibility that we return Azim and Makni at some point?
I have the so what happens with the artifact? So like now that Makni died, I mean I guess I could have used my reaction then too to capture his soul, but like what happens if I hadn't done that? Is there a way I could bring him back, or do I know how to do that?
You would just know that you've done enough research on the box. You've pretty much kind of figured it out. You would just need somebody capable of casting like a raise dead or resurrection of some kind who had possession of the box and was using it as a focus.
Okay.
I mean, I can true resurrect, but that's kind of expensive.
I understand if you're hesitant now. Do you think we could at least collect their bodies just in case?
I could reincarnate them, but they'd be in different bodies.
Well, I think it's because they are undead, it doesn't work like that. We have to use like
a resurrection.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it is different, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind collecting their bodies, but
like I said, I don't expect you to bring them back. I would appreciate it, but it would just make me happy knowing that we at least had possession of their bodies in case you change your mind at some point.
I think we could do that.
So how does undeath work? If you kill an undead, then it's just a dead body.
Yes, our particular situation is fabrication of Ageja, of his ingenuity. He essentially found a way to tie our souls. Normally when you create, from what I understand, when you create an undead creature, you animate it with just negative energy.
Oh, so not with their own soul.
But not with their own soul. Their own soul is somewhere else. In fact, a lot of times doing that to a body locks their soul forever from returning. But he was able to pull our souls out as we died, store them in the box, and then reinsert the soul into our bodies.
Fundamentally changing your body, basically?
Permanently turning as undead. We don't have to sleep or eat or breathe, but we still do. It takes our bodies heal on their own because there's our soul. Instead of being permanently tethered to positive energy planes and pulling energy that way for healing, it's tied to a negative energy plane. So we do kind of just heal normally.
if he was able to put it in the box and do that, is there any way we could use the box to reverse the process?
Yeah.
I
I think that is one of the things I researched.
So that we could make them not undead, just bring them back to life.
Mortalize them again.
We can relife them instead of undead them.
Okay.
I imagine that's. I'm not exactly the academic type. Like I said, I get all my power just due to the fact that I have dragon blood. But it sounds plausible. And
So I'm curious.
Anson says, "Yes, I do believe we could reverse engineer. Especially you've got the focus there. I think we could figure that out."
Just pure curiosity. Reincarnate. If someone has their powers because they have dragon blood, and you give them a new body, do they lose their powers?
That's an interesting theory. If it was a player, I'd probably say no, because I wouldn't want to nerf the shit out of them. Unless they wanted to do something different, at which point that would be fun.
What if they were a player?
Like, you do lose, and you have to, like, get your all racial traits and everything.
Yeah. That's true.
The question is now, Stradiva, where do we let Kakia go?
I'd say we should probably keep an eye on her for a bit.
Who does she go with? The marsh?
I mean, she wants to come to the marsh. I mean, my people can keep an eye on her.
I mean,
Dragon will keep an eye on her for sure.
There'll be a dragon keeping an eye on her, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah, and you can make friends with the dragon, I mean...
What kind of dragon are we talking about?
It would surprise you.
Oh, okay. Gold?
Nope. What dragon would you least expect?
White?
I want to make sure they don't fight.
No.
This one is another chromatic dragon.
Ah, I see. Can we, in that case, just not tell them I was a dragon? It might might be smoother.
Yeah, I won't tell them of that.
We can refrain from mentioning it as of now.
I usually do kind of like to, I like to tell people that I think it's fun, but I don't really feel like telling another chromatic dragon. They're kind of territorial.
Oh yeah, he's a black dragon too, so it gets a little...
Ah, great. Right. Well, Marsh actually does sound like a nice change of venue.
It's not.
Okay.
Actually, the marsh is a lot nicer now than it used to be.
Yeah,
there's
the
actual
castle
infrastructure and everything.
Yeah.
The bastion, which is heavily fortified, but essentially like a communal council chamber for the four tribes.
Sounds interesting. Sure. And maybe while I'm there, I can help with something. Who knows?
We'll see.
Yes, dry climates like this tend to dry out my skin quite a bit. Kind of looking forward to not being here anymore.
Oh, you'll like the marsh. Maybe.
Where do green dragons usually reside?
Well, actually, interestingly enough, you guys killed a bunch of green dragons.
Yeah, in the mountains to the east.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Just
I'm
boldly
just gonna
just-
not tell her that.
A green dragon told Call that his horns were short.
Yeah.
It was a green dragon, right?
That's right.
There
It was
might
a green dragon.
be. There might be just an open horde over there.
Oh
I
yeah,
think-
we never went looking for it, did we?
We were just.
No,
running.
you guys, Call let you guys take all of the magic items from the horde.
Oh, that's right. And then he
took
swallowed
all the gold,
he
and
swallowed
he
the
gave
gold.
it to yeah, he spread it out throughout the different towns.
That's right. Oh, it was the other time that we ran away because we were on a giant T-Rex that was given a haste. That was the time we accidentally teleported wrong, right?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. That one.
That's how you found out about him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's only happened
That's
once.
the only time we've ever teleported correctly somewhere.
That's good.
So, Korvash says, "Well, this all sounds very academically stimulating. Should you need an expertise, especially from a diviner, once I get the Celestial Torchlight members back together, I would be happy to lend my assistance."
Okay, well, we will keep that in mind. When you bring Arden back, let him know his god is... He's got some splaining to do to his god, and some, his god is
Atoning?
angry. He has some atoning.
Yes, I imagine. I imagine so.
Do we have your word on the early retirement of Arden and yourself?
You have my word that I will do everything in my power to smooth things out. And also, I did not lie before when I said that Arden would drop any perceived slights against the leadership of the Celestial Torchlight should you defeat Ageja, which you did. So I don't anticipate, especially since you were really the ones, we were supporting you in this fight. I think he may not act it, but he will be grateful.
Better be.
He's a little rough around the edges.
And Paul?
Oh, Paul, he kind of just goes with the flow. And he doesn't hold grudges. You won't have to worry about him.
Uh-huh.
Then,
We'll see about that.
Then, wait, I think we agreed that, we would now herald the Celestial Torchlight, right?
Is that, I think that was it, right? Like,
Yeah.
you guys are taking over the Celestial Torchlight?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says, of course. Well, the guild hall is in a little bit of shambles right now, but I guess the more, a guild is not its guild hall. I will salvage any documentation, contracts, etc., and I will hand them over at a date soon, and I would imagine not too far future.
I would also like to extend a hand to you specifically, not the other two. If you'd still like to come and oversee some bookkeeping within the Celestial Torchlight. you're welcome to be employed that way, but no longer as its leader.
Well, that does seem like a lot of my being relieved of most of my duties and being relegated to a more of a seneschal role would does sound quite a bit more relaxing. I'll think about it.
Plus, we don't intend to get the Celestial Torchlight involved in any more of these kinds of incidents.
Good. Yes. Maybe maybe we bit off a little bit more than we could chew, or maybe we didn't. We are all Celestial Torchlight, and as far as I can tell, we're still alive. It was a rocky road, but well, I think the guild will be in good hands. I'm sure the rest of the Celestial Torchlight will be happy to hear it as well.
Oh yeah, there's the rest of them there. Oh, Peaches.
We, I will seek to get Arden back first, and Arden will be able to bring Peaches back.
Ah, let's see.
And Dextro, Paul, anybody else we can think of.
Yeah. Okay.
But actually, for now, I'm quite famished. Is anyone else hungry?
Oh God, he's a zombie! Kill him!
Anzin says, I know a great place. Would you like to accompany us, Korvash? I think I would. Dinner sounds good, and my treat.
It'd be really funny if Anzin was just using this opportunity to get him to come over to his house to show off his cooking. Like, I know a great place, and just cooks for him.
Should we be getting Kakia to the marsh? Are we taking Kakia with us to?
No, we should bring Kakia to the marsh first. Actually, I can just open the cactus into the marsh, and we can. Although we should probably actually have someone take her there, so they can explain to keep an eye on her.
I remember, did we already establish there was like a tree growing in the courtyard of the
Yeah, we definitely
bastion?
established.
Right.
Before I left from making the bastion, I would have made damn sure that there was a tree. I would have grown it myself that could be used for me to get there.
Cool. What were you saying, Liston?
And I have something I would like to do at the very end, if I could.
Okay, so long story short, you guys take Katya to the marsh. You introduce her to the dragon. Dragon sniffs her very... Dragon seems to... Call seems interested in Katya, but doesn't seem to understand why. They... she kind of settles in. You talk to Hizzard, also. You all end up back at Silvery Moon. You have a good dinner. Korvash excuses himself and teleports out. Everybody ends up at Anzin's house. Stradava and Anzin. You make a bevy of beverages, hot cocos, teas, coffees, whatever anybody wants, and you ruminate about the day before, later on turning in for the night peacefully. Liston, what was the thing that you wanted to do?
I would say my temporary goodbyes to the group and say, I need to get back to the stronghold and let the Sims know that they are good to go back to work and, relinquish them overseeing the stronghold while we were gone. And then I would teleport back and I would pull out the soul cage, the artifact, and set it on the desk, and kind of as I set it down in the quiet stronghold, it just echoes with a loud metal thud. And then I put my hand on the soul cage and I try to use the query soul aspect of soul cage and see if I have an open communication with Ageja.
Ooh, you do.
And that is all I want to do. I would just put my hand on it and focus and just kind of listen to see if Ageja responds.
The last thing you hear before we end the session is, Liston, how can I help you? And that's it for tonight's episode of The Stradiva. Congratulations, everybody. You took down Ageja's team. They are Agejant now.
Agejant.
Oh yeah, by the way, the actual name of the box is the Dynamic Anatomical Necrotization Device. Or the D&D.
Nice.
Yeah.
Her.
I'm surprised it didn't have 20 sides and it was a cube the whole time.
All right. Cool. Well, let's sign off and then we'll talk about scheduling.
Alright, bye stream.
Bye, stream.
Bye-bye.
Bye, for Jimmy.